Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Meant Event Podcast News. My name is Jaime, and what I'd like to do out here is give my thoughts and opinions on trending news around the world. And with that said, it's Jaime time! And if you're new to the channel, I'd appreciate it if you would like and subscribe. And let's get on with these crazy-ass headlines. I get a little problem because I feel like some things on the scales aren't always equal. And I think there's a lot of situations where people can be like, no, duh, Like, there's all kinds of things that ain't equal, right? But, why can't we, as, citizens, in our own defense, say or use the term misinformation? Like, we can't just get pulled over and then the cop runs your plate and your license and they're like, you have to have a very felony warrant. And you can't be like to the officer, like, look, sir, that's misinformation. And then he had to let you go and you don't get no in trouble. No, we can't do that. We can't just use it. You don't have any insurance. Officer, I think that's misinformation. We just can't use it. We're not privileged like politicians or people of power, like elites and stuff, to just be like, that's misinformation. Otherwise, like Epstein Island, all this information came out. Nope, that's misinformation. The Diddy and JC stuff. Oh, they're saying that's misinformation. Sort of, for some of them. We're about to see how misinformation that could be. But, I just got a problem. Why can't we use it? Which brings me to my next topic, where we're coming in hot. My thoughts and prayers go out to the people of California. And we're talking about their wildfires that are happening right now and going out of control. And the reason I say this misinformation thing with this topic is because a lot of speculation is going out. There's a lot of rumors. There's a lot of suspicion. And a lot of weird things going on, There's been, the mayor went on vacation. And supposedly months before this happened, a weird coincidence, or who knows, that's where the suspicion and rumors can come in. That she cut their funding by almost $20 million just a few months before all this stuff happened. Then they say there's no water. It's really wild, there's no enough water supply to, get out here to extinguish some of these fires. And there's a lot of rumors on where they said intentionally. They say that there was a lot of money needed in the state. A lot of insurance companies supposedly were not covering people in some of these high-risk areas. Just started cutting their plans and saying we're not going to cover you no more. And so some of them people that lost their houses lost their houses. They're not gonna get them back. Because the insurance people were like, look, a lot of we know you got a beautiful house, and we also watch what the weather's doing, and they're not dumb, we're not going to sit here. They would have been probably, I think it was estimated over $20 billion, having to pay out if they didn't have to do that part already before cutting everybody else off. So it's kind of wild things going on out there, and I hope everybody's safe out there and that people are evacuating on time and everybody's getting out safe, and hopefully they can get a control of this thing. They say the winds are really powerful and they're just pushing things everywhere. But like I said, there's a lot of weird rumors, a lot of weird videos going on. You don't really know what to believe, and you really don't want to go the negative route. It's real easy to go that way. I feel like that's the easiest way. But when you want to sit there and take time, listen to things or kind of look at the scenarios, you don't know. You just don't really know, because there's a lot of that term we ain't allowed to use all the time. There's that misinformation. There was videos of people lighting pallets out somewhere, And then somebody brought up the Nick Diaz video when he was starting to light bushes outside a hotel room. They were like, that's what started it. Because they're from Stockton. And there was all kinds of crazy things going on. But all laughing matter aside, I just can't believe, that it comes to these things nowadays where it just comes to mistrust right off the bat when there's a big, serious situation. And then, you hear about our current president, that old guy, handing out more money to Ukraine during a situation like this. And he goes and speaks to everybody, and there's rumors you guys gonna get $200, or something, probably something like that, and a gift card to Subway, and they're gonna think that everything's gonna be okay because of that. You guys get to go to Subways and all them places, get a McDonald's gift card, maybe a couple Qdobas, and you guys get your large sodas, and that's gonna be what you get, but you won't get your house back. You won't get all your valuable belongings back. Your sentimental things back, whatever you couldn't take with you. That stuff won't get it back. It's really tough. It's really tough when you got to lose those things that you're really attached to. Or when you come into those situations where it's just like you have to act now. There's no time. A lot of us haven't been in those kind of situations, and some of us only maybe seen them in certain like suspense films and things like that. So a lot of people really can't maybe all the way relate, but you still have really large sympathy for people, and it's really scary when you just have to just go now. There's no time. Your house is on fire. You got to go now. I experienced a house fire before when I was younger. It was really scary. You want to get your pet safe, all these things like that. It's a wild situation and a wild thing to be put in, a lot of predicaments to be put in. Also, when you don't know where to go for help, that's another thing. You don't know where to go for help. You start reaching out, and then all these people want to start turning your backs, or, kind of asking you to turn over the car keys sometimes. Like, oh, we'll help you. But, you got to give us, control of, or, just give us your bank account for a minute, or something stupid like that. There's also been really big rumor about this Gavin Newsom guy that Trump likes to call Newscom. I think that's hilarious. Like, I don't even think he can say it regular anymore. And there's been rumor, like the guy said he's been hard up for money for the whole state. And they say he's one of them San Francisco boys that tore San Francisco all upside down. And now he's like doing it over in this area. And those are like in those, rumor areas and, those areas where you could be like, maybe it's true, maybe it's not true. But it looks kind of wild at the same time because the timing can make somebody look really bad sometimes. I mean, just ask Diddy. Like the timing that Cat Williams decided to go do this interview, like maybe he could have got another Grammy or something. But it's like, no, he decided to do this interview on Club Shay Shay, just like change the path for everybody, and we can't, what else might come out, from there? Who knows? Another fire could be coming out of there. Like this year started off crazy. This year's coming in hot. And that's where you got to strap on your seatbelts because goodness gracious, what else is there to come? This ain't even January 20th yet. Wait till that happens. That's when I believe the floodgates are going to come down. I still keep talking about it till it happens. I mean, they're already sitting here and everybody's just chilling. Like, wait, just wait, wait, we got some more for you, Goodness. I don't even know what to do anymore. It's like, it's surprising, but then not surprising. It's like, it's almost like you're expecting something. Like you're sitting here, like something ain't right. Something just don't feel right. Like something just don't feel right. And, or you're on the verge of something like, I feel like something strange could be happening or on the verge of to happen. And you just don't know what it is. It's just like, you don't know. And I feel like there's a large group of people with that same feeling. And I think only time will tell. And all we can do is, do what you do, keep your faith, do things like that. Do what you do to keep you secure and safe in your homes and with your families. And like I said, strap on those seatbelts because this is going to be a wild ass ride. 2025 is coming in hot. Well, my name is Jaime, and this has been another episode of Meant to Vent Podcast News. See ya. No, for real. See ya.